What's going on, watchers? Will here with an MCU video for you, and today we are talking the recent Netflix series The Punisher, starring Jon Bernthal. Now, I think that the first season was extremely solid and can function well as its own solo season, but coming from comicbookmovie.com, there's an article with a quote from Steve Lightfoot, who was the showrunner for that season, that discusses the possible villains he could foresee if the show ever gets a second season. Quote, "I haven't even thought about season 2, but one of the villains I love is Barracuda from Garth Ennis's Punisher Max series. I think he's great fun. I also really like O'Brien, also introduced in Ennis's Punisher Max run. I thought she was really cool. Certainly those two jump out at me initially, but there are so many great characters there, it's a very fun sandbox." Now, I've not yet to have the chance to read the Max run and encounter these characters, but in doing a little bit of research, we may get an idea of what they could do with them, considering how they handled Jigsaw this past season. Barracuda in the comics was another former military man who was raised in an abusive home with a brother who would die and a sister who became a prostitute and a drug addict. He ends up being an assassin hired to take out Punisher, as Frank Castle is trying to bring down a company that would lead to the death of an abundance of innocent civilians. The story seems to get a lot deeper from there, as well as involving sharks and dismembered limbs. O'Brien, who is Catherine O'Brien, is a CIA agent and ex-wife of Bill Rawlins, who we encountered in the first season. She was imprisoned when she was framed for protecting a Taliban heroin shipment, and when she was hired later to capture Frank Castle, she also apparently wanted to sleep with him. So that's a thing. Again, there's more to the story involving her wanting revenge on Rawlins and Frank having to kill some Taliban rapists. But I'm actually super simplifying these stories, but if Netflix were to take these characters, I can see Catherine kind of being a tough-as-nails agent who hires Barracuda to take out Frank Castle, probably as revenge for her husband, similar to something from the first season, so that may be a little too derivative. But who knows? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Would you want to see these characters introduced in a second season of Punisher? Would you even want a second season? I'm not so sure myself. While you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check out our website and Patreon for exclusive content. I'm Will, and I'll see you next time.